Hello, people watching this YouTube clip. Happy New Year! Even though it's January the 15th today of 2022. I haven't posted a video for a long time and I thought it's about time I did it. And so I was inspired the other day. I was waiting for the train and a woman walked past talking to somebody on her phone. And she only said a few words, but she was complaining about something. And I was feeling a bit, because there were loads of kids around and they were annoying me. And I was thinking negative things in my head. And so with her saying that and how I was feeling, it just suddenly came to me a good idea for a clip. And it is this: negative judgment binds you to objective reality. It's good, isn't it? These are my notes. I haven't made any notes yet. And so that's a warning. I am going to maybe ramble, it could be that, but I don't think so. I will just talk freely from within, as you know I always do. So I'm going to contemplate that now. Negative judgment binds you to objective reality, which is our everyday reality, the world of the senses, the material world that we feel many times is the only reality. And it's not at all. It is a reality, but it's the shadow reality, the shadow world, as Neville Goddard says. And it's the result of our past imaginings. So it's things that have already happened, and we shouldn't give it too much importance. We have to respect it because we live in this world, but just think that you created it and you can uncreate it too if you don't like it. So you need to not let it have such a profound effect on you, especially if you're thinking like I was, like making judgments in my mind, which weren't helping at all. And it's just to feel superior, I suppose, in that moment because people are annoying you. So you're separating yourself even more from them, making it, there's me, yeah, and there's them, And how does that bind us to objective reality? How does that keep us stuck in the world we've created, which is of no use to us anymore? It served us, maybe not even that. And we want something else for our lives. So how does negative judgment prevent the kind of world we really want from manifesting? That's what I'm thinking. How does it do that? Well, that's a good question. You are making it more solid if you're judging. And actually, it's not just negative judgment, it's positive judgment, but I'll get onto that. So, yeah, if you're giving it a light touch and you're seeing it as very malleable, very changeable, and something that you don't have to put up with, you wouldn't be feeling so negative, would you? You just think, well, I'll imagine what I want and that's going to happen. And just make my present reality a bit less real. Like, ignore it. That's how you make it less real. You don't ignore it because you can't really, but you take your focus off it as much as you are able to. and you go into the world of the imagination and you activate that feeling again that you have what you want, the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So, yeah, you go back, imagining the scene that implies that your desire is fulfilled, and you generate that feeling within you when you're feeling negative. So you change. If you're just like, it's normal to just have these things happen, but don't dwell on it. So as soon as you become aware, awareness is so important. And if you're meditating on awareness every day, that's going to be one of my New Year resolutions, because that just gets pushed back and I don't do it. And I used to meditate a lot, but just maybe 10 minutes in the morning, focusing on the breath and watching the mind, watching where the mind goes. And then you become aware that you've gone off thinking of something, and then you just bring it back again. And then you do it again, blah, blah, blah. And you don't beat yourself up for going off. The point is that you become aware and bring it back. And then you can bring that awareness into your day-to-day life and use it to become aware that you're not focusing on, or you're not carrying around the feeling that you have achieved your goal in life and you're really happy about that, and assuming it's done. When you become aware and you carry the feeling around, just say to yourself, it's a fact, it's done. And have that inner confidence. Just know it, because it's by knowing it that it will happen. You've got to become really confident in this. And that's why I always say, listen to him regularly, study the teachings, read the books, until you've integrated it so much that there's no doubt in your mind. And even when you have integrated it so much, you're a human being, so you are going to go off sometimes. So it's always, I think it's a lifelong study. We've got to always be meditating on it, listening to the teachings and practicing it, because we need those reminders, even the best of us. There's people who've been doing this for years and years, and sometimes I'll read comments and they sound like, they're in some kind of nirvana. And even Neville Goddard didn't say that. He said he didn't always get it right. He didn't always manage to manifest. So that doesn't mean there's no hope for the rest of us, but we've just got to be aware of our human condition and that we need to constantly practice this. And we can have great results if we do it. It shouldn't make us feel, oh no, I forgot again. Oh, what am I like? That's normal. Just get back on the horse and ride it. That's what I say anyway. So, where was I? Yeah, I was thinking about those negative judgments. If we want to keep our present day reality a bit dreamlike, a bit unreal, which is what it is, and then we start judging and getting angry with somebody, that has the effect of solidifying it, at least in our minds, in our imagination. And it makes it worse, so there's no respite from it. And you're focused on what you don't want. So the best thing you can do for yourself is remind yourself of this. Oh, I'm judging. That's not going to help me achieve what I want. And use it to get yourself back to the feeling and the assumption. There's two things. Just think feeling and assumption. That's all you need. You need something very simple to take you back to where you want to be. And so it could become something really positive, because let's face it, everyone judges sometimes negatively. And if it becomes like a sign to imagine what you want again, then that's really great, isn't it? And it doesn't mean, oh, keep judging negatively. No, we need to do less of that. But yeah, use it for a positive thing. And then I was thinking, well, if negative judgment binds us by making our reality, our shadow world, more real, then surely positive judgment does the same thing. To me, the judgment is, it's that making it, it's the feeling of our reality becoming more solid, like Buddhists would say gross, but don't mean disgusting. It just, not subtle. So why does it do that? Why does it do that? With the negative judgment, it's as in what I learned in Buddhism was neither attachment or aversion are good. Because with aversion, which is hate, obviously, you're trying to push something away, rejecting something, and you're making it bigger because of that. There's no letting go through aversion. And it's the same with attachment. If you're attached to somebody or something, you're trying to pull it towards you and hold on. It's the holding on, that's it. I knew it would come to me eventually. Yeah, with both kinds of judgment, they're linked to attachment and aversion. And there's that holding on. It's like the judgment belongs to you. So you're like an opinion and you want to possess it because you think it is you, but it's not you. And there's no freedom in that. So if you think, oh, that's a really good thing, and you start to identify with it and you think, I believe in that, that is brilliant, and blah, blah, blah. That can get you as attached as negative judgment can, and have you clinging to something in everyday reality and making it bigger than it actually is, rather than focusing on the invisible, what you want, which is in the invisible, taking it out and making it visible, if you know what I mean. So that doesn't mean don't be positive, don't be happy and, focusing on good things. And not even don't be negative either. It's very dualistic. It's about the letting go into feelings. So if we let go and just experience things as they are, without any clinging, then that's the best place to be. And there's no attachment and aversion there. It's freedom. I mean, you can be angry and you can be very free in that anger. It doesn't have to be negative. As long as you don't lash out at somebody and be like, I'm so free, I just want to hit you. And I don't feel anything bad about this. It's being free in the feeling. That's what I'm trying to say. So does that make any sense to you people? I hope it does. I'm just talking as I go, as I always do. But I like this idea. I had a light bulb moment. Oh, I hate that expression. When I thought negative judgment binds you to objective reality. I thought there's truth in that, definitely. And I'm going to write about it. And I miss writing spiritual books. I'm going to write another one, and that's going to be in it. But when I write, I don't want to just be like rambling on. It has to be really structured and clear and spiritual. But the YouTube videos are really helpful to me just to get my ideas out, and hopefully other people find them helpful, I hope. And I really appreciate the comments and how we can, communicate our ideas. That's really great. So this is the beginning of an idea for me. Yeah. And I just think it's just all about being free, isn't it? Gaining more freedom on this earth, and freedom comes from trusting in the imagination and using it to achieve what we want to achieve. And just assuming, and I do assume, I just assume everything's going to be all right. But I don't do it enough. It's just every now and then during the day, I'll just think, yeah, I know it's going to be all right. I know it is. And I know I don't belong here for the rest of my life. Just an ambulance coming by, blue light. And it does make me sad a bit thinking that. I'm thinking about my work in the school, because I feel more and more that I do belong there, because I make the children happy, a lot of the children happy anyway, and they make me happy, and we have such a good interaction. I mean, it gets better and better, and because I know them better, so all my relationships, they're with them at work. I mean, I've got developing relationships, not romantic relationships, but, with the people who work there. But I spend the most of my time with the children. And we have fun. And they will come up to me when I'm walking down the corridor and say, oh, miss, da, 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 and the young ones to the old ones. And I feel very blessed, really, that I have such nice interactions with them, and very creative interactions as well. And I think I do want to achieve other things, but I would miss seeing them. So I just think, well, we just see what happens. Maybe when I do achieve other things, I can work 1 or 2 days a week at the school. And so I keep the contact, but there's not as much pressure, and then I'm doing what I want. So I just imagine that, well, we'll have something. I don't want to leave them completely. So I am happy, but I want more. A woman at work, one of the other teachers, she was talking to me a few weeks ago, and she was saying, oh no, but this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, that's not me, though. And then she got it, and she said, yeah, you want more. And I felt understood, because just those 3 words really encapsulate how I feel. I want more. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It doesn't feel like I'm dissatisfied with my everyday life. In many ways, I feel more content than many of the people I work with. I really appreciate the moment and the funny moments I have during the day, and I laugh a lot. And that would be enough for a lot of people, but I want that, and I want more. And what's wrong with that? I think we all do, really. But I'm not going to complain about it. I am going to release myself from objective reality and live more in the world of the imagination, because that is where our freedom lies. And the more success we have, the more our faith will become stronger, and we'll realize that on a deeper level, until we really are using our power, the power that we're always meant to use, and living the kind of life we really want. Really, really want. So what do you think of that idea? Negative judgment will keep you in the world the past world, that you don't want to be in anymore. You want to be in another one. And if you do believe that, how are you going to stop doing it so that you can have the life you want. Tell me everything. Give me some ideas, people. I appreciate it, you know. And I don't know what else to say. I think that's my spiritual part done. I could say a few things about my life at the moment, and I wanted to say some funny things to make you laugh a bit. But now I'm thinking, there's some things I don't want in my life, and if I keep talking about them, I'm focusing on it, so I need to imagine what I want instead of what I don't want. So I'll do that instead. Okay, anything else? Oh, I entered a writing competition with the BBC. It's not to get anything on TV. It's just if they think you're anywhere decent, they might allow you to go on some Zoom courses with them and mentor you, which would be a really good thing. So I need to start imagining that I've got through, but I don't know if I did really well, if I did a really good application. But I have lots of ideas. I've got one idea that is ready, and I need to go back to that. And I've got another idea that's quite funny. And it's a series for adults, really. And I sometimes think I should focus on children because I know children really well. But I really want to do a series for adults. I have to do both, really. I mean, I know the answer. Anyway, I'm definitely rambling now, so I hope you liked that, and let me know what you think. And please, 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 please like it. I love it when I get likes, and I really appreciate it. So please do that, and let me know what you think. Okay, I will speak to you soon, and bye-bye.